So let's just say the yard at the rental was a little rough. So at the house that I'm getting ready to sell, pretty much everything is in disrepair. From the interior to the exterior, to the finishes, to the yard. Even the garage is a complete disaster. And when I first started this project, I thought there could be no end in sight. But thankfully, all my kids have chipped in, even my teenage son, who's featured in this video today. He stayed with me and kept me company and talked with me and even put in a little bit of elbow grease. Comment below if you know what I mean when I say working with teenagers is interesting and you have to do a lot of praising. This area was planted with sunchokes. I don't know if anybody knows what those are, but I planted them years ago because someone told me they were good to eat. I later found out that really they're a type of sunflower that cause, let's just say, some digestive problems for most humans. So they turned out to be pretty yellow flowers, but not really part of my edible garden. And after I moved out of this house and renters moved in 3 years ago, the sunchokes went wild and grew into a 10-foot tall sunchoke forest. But this garden bed is completely filled with the tubers, which grow underground, kind of like potatoes. So digging them out was kind of interesting. I pretty much left them out for the animals to eat because my family and I can't seem to digest them very well. But that's okay. Rather than feeling sad about it and looking back and thinking, boy, that was a failure, I'm using this opportunity as a chance to just look forward and look ahead and laugh about the things that didn't work out. That's been something that's been really hard for me before, and I think that it's contributed to a lot of my hoarding. When I look at the past, I tend to focus on the mistakes I made or the lost opportunities rather than seeing them for what they are, and that's just very human mistakes that many people make and using them as an opportunity to learn. And that's one of the things that I'm really trying to focus on as I turn this house into a place that can actually be sold. It's given me a lot of chances to look at things that seem like failures. But rather than seeing them as failures, I'm asking God to help me to view them as learning opportunities and to take away only the good and positive memories and to just enjoy the time that I have with my kids. They've all been pitching in as we've been trying to clean this property up, and a lot of good memories have come to mind, and I'm surprised by the number of times my kids have said, hey, do you remember when we had a picnic out here and we burned all the food? And we can laugh about it. Or do you remember when we kept chickens in the backyard and it actually wasn't legal and then our neighbors reported us? And other funny experiences like that, along with some sweet memories of birthday parties. And my youngest daughter was actually born in this house. Accidentally. She was born upstairs in the bathroom. We didn't make it to the hospital that day. So there are lots of memories that this house has for us. And here I am talking to my teenage son. Whenever I'm talking to my teenagers and I see myself, I think, am I yelling at them? I can't really tell. But I did enjoy my time with him that day, and he was helpful in hauling a lot of the debris to the curb because, as I've mentioned before, my municipality will take all of our yard waste away, and I don't even have to bag it up. We can just put it on the curb and they turn it into mulch, which is wonderful. And in the soil here, along with all those sunchokes, are a lot of other perennials, some flowers and some perennial vegetables and stuff like that. So the goal today was really just to get a lot of the debris up. And normally, if I was living in the house, I would take it back to my compost pile and compost everything because I'm a big composter. But since I'm getting the house ready to sell, most of it's going onto the curb and it will be turned into mulch by my local district. And I'm just going to have to let myself be okay with that. And that's another part of what I've had to do here is just let myself do things imperfectly, but better than nothing. And perfectionism is something that I think many hoarders struggle with because we look around us and we think, if I can't make it perfect, it's not worth doing. And that's a big change for me to be able to tell myself doing something is better than nothing, and doing it imperfectly is better than not doing it at all. And so my motto as we're cleaning this house up is done is better than perfect. And so today, that's what we did in this small corner of the backyard. We just decided to completely get it done and to get everything to the curb in time for trash day. And really, in so many ways, it felt really good. And although this wasn't the most exciting video, it's showing you that we are working so hard in this property, taking advantage of sunshine on nice days and working inside. And thank you for cheering us on. And I'm going to give you another update soon. Please like and subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.